What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your own Japanese classic from Japan. So I've had a few people ask me, hey, where do I go to get a car? Where do I look? How do I find a car? And specifically my friend Russ, who's got the Jimny, wanted to know where he can go to get a JDM FD just like I have. I took him for a ride and he was sold instantly. So I'm going to take you through the process that we took to get his new FD. So right away you can see that I'm going to go into the internet and I'm going to open up Explorer or Chrome, and we're going to look for Goo-net. And there's two sites, goo-net.com and goo-net exchange. So goo-net exchange is basically the American version or the English version, and it's a lot simpler, a lot dumbed down, and it's basically has less information on it. So here's the Japanese site, and then we're going to open up the exchange site, the US site. And you can see it looks different right away, has less options. So we're going to select Mazda, we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're looking for RX-7. So you want to find the RX-7 model all the way down. There's tons of different Mazdas, obviously, because we're looking for an RX-7. So we click on that, and it says that there's 199 nationally, but there's only 4 in Okinawa, and we're in Okinawa. We want to look at all the cars in mainland Japan and Okinawa combined, so we're going to click national. Make sure that both of these are clicked because there are two different versions, the Infiniti and the RX-7, so Kuki and Zenki, or Zenki and Kuki. So we're going to narrow this down by model year because we want to eventually ship these cars back, right? So we're looking for 91 to 94. And we're going to narrow this down just a little bit more because obviously, want a manual transmission. So hopefully with these two parameters specified, we'll be able to narrow it down significantly and look at the cars that we've got available. And there's all kinds of options. You can narrow it down by color, year, whatever. So it says that there's 31, 91 to 94 is available. So yeah, there's just a ton. And those prices look a little bit weird just because the one's up on top. So we're going to look on the US site. We're going to select the Mazda RX-7, and you can see that it's got both the options split up. So we're going to go and we're going to try to find all the RX-7s together on here because I know for a fact that there's less options. So we're going to select both RX-7 types. And we're going to go, and you can see already that there's only 175 listed, not 199. Do the year range search, and we're going to narrow it down, manual transmission. And what do you know? Right away, you can see that there's only 24 instead of 31, which is considerably less. And there's a lot of cars on this list that aren't on the other list. So we're going to look at this car right here. What a beautiful example. It's 14.7, so that's about 14,700. That's a considerable amount of money, but we're just going to look at the prices and just check out some of these cars. It tells you all the options. Now we're on the American site, and we're going to go on this, and you can see the layout's a lot different. It just has 1.4 up there. This one's got 14.7 listed there. So, difference in the prices. It just looks different. These ones have black and red prices on the Japanese site, and you can see that it says vehicle price and total price or payment total. So this is the car we're looking at. I think this is the car that we want. It's got a 5-speed. It's in the price range that we're looking for, and it's in the year range that we're looking for. So we've looked through all these cars already, and I think we're pretty much set on this red one. But on the US, you can see that this car's not listed on there at all. And this one's got both prices listed. So it's got the base price, which is just the car. And you can look it up. It'll tell you exactly what this means. What's the vehicle base price? Doesn't include expenses at all, and then the total price, which includes JCI, maintenance, basically anything that they've got to do to get the car roadworthy and shipped to you, to your door. So, you can go there and get this car for 8.8 or about $9,000 and pick it up. You could do that if you wanted. So they also list a website here, and let's check this out. Let's go on Google. Let's see if we can find this website. Garage R is a pretty renowned shop in Japan for RX-7s. So, odds are that they probably get some stuff on their website about this car. So we're going to go on here. We're going to look at their FDs, and is that it? No. I think that's, yep, that's it right there. And the price matches. And look at that. They've got a video. So that's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking cool. And copy that link, send it to my friend later. So what a cool little website. You know, they show in the car, it running, the exhaust that's on it. You get a good view of it because really, in the end, you don't have a chance to go see this car in person. I mean, you could, but at the end of the day, you can't be there to look at it. So, you know, we're going to look at the price. You can do a price estimate on here. You can check the stock of the vehicle. You can look through all the photos, see the price quotes for what you might pay for this, that, or the other thing, what the current cars are going for in the market here. And, you know, cars in Japan, you got to understand, are considerably cheaper than in the States. You would never be able to get this car in the States for $9,000. That would just be unheard of, you know, unless you're buying absolute junker. So I'm putting my information and I'm going to ask for a stock request just to get the a little bit of conversation, a little bit of context going between me and the dealership here. So I'll select the options and I'm going to send it to them. And this is what you want to do. You want to make sure that they have the vehicle in stock because you don't want to plan through. You ever get that feeling where you think you found the car that you want and then you go to look for it, you're going to buy it or whatever the heck, and they've sold it already. That happened to me twice with my RX-7, and it was a kick in the nuts. So, you know, we're going to send them a message, make sure that they've got the car in stock. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to go through a middleman company. What we're going with is a local Okinawa finance company called AK Kogoyo. And, you know, nobody's got, I mean, some people do, but most people don't have, you know, $10,000 to $15,000 to just drop on a car. So we're going to go through these guys to just like finance the rest of the car. Now, the problem with financing is the interest rate's pretty shitty. But they tell you their rates right here. It says a flat interest rate of 1% a month, the total, which is pretty excessive. It can add up. So, you know, you got to figure that could add up quite fast. So, you know, we're gonna basically try to pay as much as we can down on this car. Well, we're not. He is. That's what I did with my car. I used this company when I bought my FD, and I like it a lot. So you can see there's some pretty cool cars, but almost $38,000 for that RX-7. So there's some pretty expensive stuff out there, but you know, we're pretty sure this is the car that we want to go with. It looks great. The information seems good on it. So, you know, some other sites that you can look on is like Yahoo Auctions. It's hard to get an account started, but once you do, you can find cars like this. This one is almost $3,500. It hasn't been finished bidding yet. I don't even know what the reserve is, but you can see it's a pretty rough car. So you can get the reserve there 6,500. So I mean, if you want to spend $6,500 on a car like this, that's a clunker. I mean, go right ahead. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. This car's been resprayed pretty badly. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's just, to me, I'd rather spend 2,000 extra dollars to save myself, you know, $5,000 of respraying. And here I'm looking for a replacement bride seat from my passenger seat, and these things just go up in price. I I love the seat that I got, but man, it's super hard to find a matching seat. Really super freaking hard. This is a pretty rare bride, apparently. I didn't realize that, but I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to get a seat. And you can see I'm bidding on this one. Spoiler alert: I lost this bid. Somebody outbid me at the last minute, and I think they ended up getting it for like $400, and I just was not going to do that. So here's the other side I use a lot: Up Garage. It's not hard to navigate. You just select there. That's the top options: car parts, and you can select Mazda, and you want to go all the way at bottom again just to select RX-7 to get all the RX-7 parts. You can see that you have things like coilovers. This is where I got my coils from. Body parts. I mean, they've got stuff like you know, bumpers for like $60. You know, look at this bumper. This bumper is $30. $30 for this bumper. Where in the States can you get an FD bumper for $30? So that's why I love this website. You know, it's got pictures that give you explanations. it tells you, they warned you some warning, warning, warning. When you go and buy the part, they will tell you straight up, like, warning, this part's, hey, like, it's got a scratch. Are you sure you want to buy it? It's like, yeah, I'll buy it, $30. I'll buy this freaking part. Are you sure it's got a scratch? So, you can see there's all kinds of parts on here. Another website is Right Hand Drive Japan. This is all new OEM stuff. It is expensive, to say the least. Getting aftermarket parts in Japan new is insanely expensive. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any more questions about where to buy a car, how to buy a car, and what to look for, please hit me up in the comments, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.